Adolf Hitler's early life was unremarkable. Born in Austria in 1889, he was a quiet child with a passion for art. He dreamed of becoming a painter, filling his sketchbooks with landscapes and buildings.
I want to be an artist, to create beauty on canvas.
His father, a strict customs official, wanted a different path for his son. This clash of aspirations created a rift between father and son.
Why can't you understand? I don't want to be a civil servant. I want to paint.
At 18, Hitler set off for Vienna, a vibrant hub of art and culture. He sought admission to the prestigious Academy of Fine Arts, believing his talents would guarantee him a place. His hopes were dashed when the Academy rejected him. Not once, but twice.
How could they not see my potential? Twice rejected, I feel so lost.
The rejections were a blow to Hitler's fragile ego, leaving him feeling lost and disillusioned. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 offered Hitler a sense of purpose. He volunteered for the German army, eager to prove his worth. He served with distinction, earning the Iron Cross for bravery.
For the fatherland, we must stand strong together.
The camaraderie of the trenches and the thrill of battle gave him a sense of belonging he had never known. However, the war's end in 1918 brought humiliation and bitterness. Germany's defeat and the harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles left the nation economically devastated and its people demoralized.
How could this happen? We fought so hard and now we are left in ruins.
The war had transformed Hitler, replacing the idealistic young artist with a hardened veteran consumed by resentment and nationalist fervor. In the chaotic aftermath of the war, Germany became a breeding ground for extremist ideologies. Disillusioned veterans and unemployed workers flocked to political rallies, desperate for solutions. Among them was Adolf Hitler, drawn to the fiery rhetoric of the German Workers' Party, a small fringe group that shared his nationalist and anti-Semitic views.
The Treaty of Versailles is a disgrace. We must rise against the enemies within our own borders.
Hitler's talent for public speaking quickly became apparent. His words resonated with those who felt betrayed and humiliated by Germany's defeat and the economic hardship that followed.
We will not be silenced. Together, we will reclaim our nation's honor.
Within the German Workers' Party, Hitler found a platform for his growing ambition, transforming it into the Nazi Party. Throughout the 1920s, the Nazi Party grew in strength, fueled by economic instability and political unrest. Hitler's charisma and the party's message of national revival resonated with a growing segment of the German population. The Nazis skillfully exploited the anxieties of the time, promising to restore Germany to its former glory. In 1923, Hitler and his followers attempted to seize power in Munich, a failed coup d'etat that landed him in prison. However, the experience only solidified his status as a martyr for the cause. While imprisoned, he wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his twisted ideology and plans for Germany. The Great Depression of the 1930s provided fertile ground for the Nazis' message of hate and division. Their promises of economic recovery, national unity, and a return to traditional values appealed to a desperate population. In 1933, Hitler's moment arrived. Exploiting a political crisis, he was appointed Chancellor of Germany. Within months, he consolidated his power, dismantling democratic institutions and establishing a totalitarian state. Germany, once a beacon of enlightenment and culture, descended into the abyss of Nazi rule. Hitler's ideology, a toxic brew of nationalism, anti-Semitism and racial purity, permeated every aspect of German society. The regime systematically persecuted Jews, stripping them of their rights and citizenship. Concentration camps, initially established for political prisoners, became places of unimaginable horror where millions would be murdered in a genocide of unprecedented scale. Driven by his twisted vision, Hitler embarked on a reckless course of expansionism, igniting World War II. The world watched in horror as Hitler's armies marched across Europe, leaving a trail of death and destruction in their wake. Hitler's ambitions ultimately proved to be his undoing. In 1945, as Allied forces closed in on Berlin, Hitler committed suicide in his underground bunker, bringing his reign of terror to an end. The war he unleashed left millions dead and Europe in ruins. The legacy of Adolf Hitler is a stark warning about the dangers of unchecked ambition. the seductive power of hatred, and the fragility of freedom. His rise to power serves as a chilling reminder of how easily a society can succumb to fear and manipulation. In the aftermath of the Holocaust, the world vowed never again. Yet the seeds of intolerance and extremism continued to exist. Hitler's story reminds us that we must remain vigilant in defending democratic values, challenging prejudice, and speaking out against injustice. For in the words of the writer and Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel, "Indifference to me is the epitome of evil."